Good evening. Good evening to each and every one of you. This is Liberia professional motivator and lifestyle developer. I just want to say hi to all my fans out there and my family and my loved one. And I love you all. But we, as a young generation, we want to keep our life safe. We want to keep ourselves safe and keep our friends safe and our surroundings safe. The generation that we are in is a generation where before you take a step, you got to put your eyes where your next step will go. Before you take a step, put your eyes somewhere, you take a step, then you put your eyes there, then you take a step. You cannot take a step in this generation and you put your hair up where you take a step at the same time. Because we are in the era of destruction. We are in the era of wickedness. We are in the era of dark forces. And we are in the era of desperation among us. So when we look at ourselves these days as a young generation, we should know that everything that we do on earth, we will pay the price for it. I don't know who are those preachers or pastors that are preaching to some of you people. Anything that you do wrong on this earth, you will pay for it before you go in your grave. Because the Bible said, he that liveth by the soul shall die by the soul. If you think that you can use sword to execute or overthrow somebody, the same sword will execute you and it will take you to your grave. So where is judgment that you're waiting for? If you can see it, it's happening on earth. That there are some leaders today, when they took power in their country, they never took power democratically. They took power by what? Overthrowing. And their regime and what? Overthrowing. And on. There are stories of people that feel that they want to take advantage over somebody's life and walk away and feel that their life will end smoothly, to their grave. But it doesn't happen that way. So that is why we got to think about how we treat one another, how we handle one another. There is nobody is smart. It's only God alone. He's the smartest. He said, the smartest of all smartest is the Heavenly Father, because he's the man that made everything, and he see beyond every life. He see beyond everything. You cannot see beyond anything as a human being. So if you're treating your friend wrong, you don't know your friend next step that he will take to come after you. You don't know it. You are not smart enough. You are smart to treat the person the way you want to treat the person. But you are not smart when it comes to the revenge of the pricing to you. You are not smart. You see that? You have to consider these things. That's why today we have our younger youth. They are just dying mysterious death because they feel that they are so smart. And their smartness is just to do what satisfies them, but it's not preventing them from what? From execution or from any other thing. That's why if you are smart, you can be a smart military man. You overthrow today. But you cannot be smart to protect yourself. You should know that. And in the history of Africa today, there are many leaders that overthrow to take power. And at the end, when we go into their history, they were also overthrown, and somebody acceded the throne. So that is directly how life is worked. So we always got to be careful how we treat one another, how we engage one another. How are we putting our smartness towards one another? Are you smarter than me, or am I smarter than you? No. Don't never learn how to be smart when it comes to what? Be smart for innovation. I'm telling you tonight, if you are a young youth watching this broadcast tonight, be smart for what? Innovation. Be smart to what? Towards certain career. Be smart in technology. Be smart in certain things that you think that you can do that can make you smart. But don't be smart to betray. Don't be smart to treat your friend individual wrong. Don't be smart to exploit people. Are you guys with me? I'm sitting in my room tonight. I'm telling you guys, because everything that you do, you pay for it. You never go scot-free. There are people today, they feel that they are smart so much, they exploit their friend, they exploit them. They feel that the money that they are exploited should be beneficial to their life. But some of them, they end up with what? A disease that more than the money they took from the person. Because what? Because God wants them to live, to be alive, to see the punishment of their evil. See it? When you look at the story of David, when David was so, when David came out as a youth, he was so respectful to God. But when David went ahead to what? To prosecute Uriah's wife because of his desperation. The last time we talked about desperation, what desperation can do. When David was so desperate to follow the wife of Uriah, and in the same manner, he needed Uriah's wife so desperately, he sent army to go after Uriah. When Uriah came, when he impregnated Uriah's wife, when Uriah came back from the battlefront, David wanted for Uriah to sleep with a wife in his house. Uriah never slept with a wife. Uriah came back in the palace to guard David at that night. When David woke up and said, David, but soldier, did I tell you not to go home? I told you go home. What are you doing here? He told David, said, David, I'm a soldier. I'm still in the battlefield. The battle is still continuing. I cannot go to my wife's house to sleep. Where David knew that he had already impregnated Uriah's wife. What happened? Uriah did not go home. When Uriah went back to the battlefront, after a few times, David cannot see the face. What David did? David sent for one of the captains. He said, I want for you to put Uriah at the front of that battle. And the captain said, for what reason? He said, I don't want for Uriah to return back. Desperation. What happened? Exactly what David did to Uriah. Send Uriah to the front over there. Uriah went there, Uriah left there. While Uriah's wife was pregnant by David in the town. So what happened? If you look at David's life, when David's throne began to end, his children ran beyond David with what? With knife, with sword from the palace. The family started fighting. The battle was crazy. God did it to David because he wanted for David to live a life and see his own punishment of what he's been doing to people. So when you look at the story of life today, I don't want you to be a smart person. If you want to be a smart person as a youth, smart to achieve, smart to accomplish, smart to be able to discover, smart to be innovator, but not smart to exploit, to rob, to play with people's labor. It's not a smartness, because you shall surely pay for it. See it? The God that we say, I'm a God of justice. I never deny anybody justice. You think you will do wrong to somebody, the court in Liberia, they will rule on behalf of your favor. But God never rule on behalf of any evildoer favor. Read my lip. This is your motivator. Professional Liberian motivator. The stories are all around. The example, they are all around. Life is something that is a treasury. If you want to treat your life, you want to treat your treasury good, try to treat other people on a life good. You can't keep your life, your treasury in a decent place, but then you want to charge somebody on a life. You don't care about it. You want to take the person's life. You want to do anything for the person to be frustrated. You want to add that you are smart. You are not smart. Be careful, our young youth. Vanity is vanity. But after what? The Bible says, after death, what will you face? After death, there is what? There is judgment. But remember, if you die soon, if you don't commit any crime, the other judgment that God will judge you is whether you believe in Him. But as long as you commit crime on this earth to anybody, so long you do bad to anybody, remember, you will face the punishment before even God call you. See? Before even God call you, you will face the consequences. So we should be gentle, we should be polite, we should think about future that will not bring us destruction. We shouldn't think about future that will bring pain in our life at the end of our own story. You don't want for your story to end with pain. Because if you do try to rob, to act smart, by exploiting, by destroying, to achieve, or taking somebody's life because you want to be who you want to be, you are not smart. You are making the ending of your life, your journey, to be better. You want to feel that pain at the end of your life. And I believe that every youth today, when you're living, you want to live a life and end your life with sweetness, not with bitterness. See that? Because definitely the Bible says, what you sow is what you will reap. Anything that you sow today, that's what exactly you will reap. So you gotta live in the wisdom of God. You gotta live in the fearness of God. We shouldn't see the things of this life. Maybe your things that you are good at is to what? To steal from people. Maybe your thing you good at is to what? Love to people, women, and feel that you will go free. You can't go free. Maybe your thing that you good at. What are you doing here? Get out!
I just want the milk.
So there are many things today that destroy most of us today as a young girls and young women. The stories are just series of stories. People feel that they are smarter than other people. People feel that they can take advantage because they feel that they have a little idea how to waste their friend time, waste the person time for over a year, 30 times the person hoping you, then you charge the person. You are not going with what? Impunity. You got to pay the price, and you will pay. And you have to pay. And that's why God comes in and says, I'm a God of justice. I don't spare people that do injustice to what? To people. Today, when you go in Liberia, some people, they can get killed and walk away with it in the court system. Some people, they will do wickedness. They will do everything, but the system will just back them to walk away. But for God, He said, I'm a God of justice. And I want for you to get it as a what? Individual, as a youth, as somebody that want to live your life in peace and harmony. Something you're not into, get out. Do not pretend to exploit. Do not pretend to hurt. Do not pretend to harm. Do not pretend to what? To suffer the other person, and at the end you want to turn the person into a laughter or into a dumb stop. Because what? You got to pay the price. And you know how it plays in our country like the world today. We got some girls that feel that they are just smart. They want to play on the man there. The man will leave their wife for them, and the man will go on, and at the time they want to play another title, and you see the action on the street. Sometimes it's what happened. Sometimes another woman will be in America here. She will use the other guy over there, do everything for him. Oh yeah, baby, we're going to be together. Time come. Yeah. Then when the man ready to revenge, because the woman doing it, the woman thinks that she's smart. But the revenge of that man, when it comes, it becomes what? Total what? Catastrophe. Worse than what she thought she was doing to the man, or what she thought she was doing to the woman. So, and we are seeing those kind of things that are happening in our country. But sometimes our youth are not taking what? Precaution about these things. Sometimes I tell my daughter, I have a big daughter. I tell my daughter, I told my daughter, I said, if you don't want a man, don't take the man money. Because you don't know how the man suffer for the money. And you feel that you love the man, but you don't love the man. Time come, the man have put a hope in you that, oh, yeah, my daughter Princess, we're going to bring this, we're going to bring the man. Then when the man go look, you switch. It's a curse on you. Because you know, what kind of time the man sacrifice for you as my daughter? All the man lay resources, he give it to you when you go. All these things. You don't play games. You don't play games. Anything that you are not really into, my sister, my brother, speak your mind. Get out of it. Don't be a blasphemer. The Bible said that he that think he will betray me, I will betray him. See, I will betray you right in front of my father. My father will betray you. So it tells you that the betrayal attitude is not a good attitude to live with. That's why in the Old Testament, at that time when Jesus Christ, they were born here, what happened? That while the Moses law said, were eye to an eye. If you kill, you have to be killed. If you cut off somebody in your hand, you have to be cut off. Because that God, he is a God of justice. He never spread anything that is an injustice or criminal attitude towards anybody in any capacity. He said, let me make man in my own image. So if you harm me, you are harming God. If I'm harming you, I'm harming God. That's what Genesis said. Because God was made, he said what? God said, let me make him in my own image and in my own likeness. So if you think that you are smart, you are hurting me, I'm crying, my father is hearing it. He will come after you. Definitely, he will come after you. Even if I cannot find justice within or on the planet, my God will revenge for me. And when he revenge, you know that it will be better for you. So we live a life where we should read between the boundary of life. Because you do want to what? To quantify your life. No? Because when you try to what? Try to quench your own life. The Bible says, why is it what? Do not quench the Holy Spirit. Quench. Quench is something that you're trying to do to what? To putting off certain good attitude, or quenching something that is so important or significant that leads to certain, good, but you want to quench it. You want to crush it, quench, not the Holy Spirit. Most of us today, most of our the decision that we're taking, sometimes we quench our own life. We put our life off. Our light is ready to shine. God is ready to shine our light, but we quench it about ourselves. You're doing your little business. You are a little young girl, you're in the town, God blessing you, whatever you do, you left that business, but you say you want to get in, jolly, to be fully man, eating your money. You eat David money today, but David might have car, but the other person money that the person coming after you. As a result, what happened? You lose your life. You think you are smart to Paul, you go away, but when you go to John Brian can't let you go. See? The Bible says what? Esau I hate, Jacob I love. Why? Why God make a choice of hating somebody and liking somebody? That's a decision. That's the God that we are talking about. You might do something to somebody and God can let you to go, but there are certain people that you cannot do something to and God let you to go free. Because you don't even know the person on our connection with God. Maybe the first person that you did that attitude to, the person is the person that God wanted to pay debt on him because he had done it to somebody before. So the punishment is coming on him too, so that you can harm him. But there are other innocent people that you don't play around. As a youth, as any individual, not youth that I'm talking about here today. So play your card. Respect yourself. Live a life of purity. Stop exploitation. The manner of which exploitation came into being, it causes what? Chaotic. That is what causes war today. Because no man will stand for a year, 5, 6 years, you exploiting the person. The person will revenge on you. When you look at the international war today, all the war in Syria, in Korea, in some of the American heroes, all those things that today, why creating those conflicts? Why creating those barbaric revenge? Those cruel revenge today. Now when you go to Palestine, you see children are dying with hunger. Things are happening over there. There's no control. UN talking. Nobody want to listen to UN. UNCIR, Abraham Gattari, the men talk. There's a reservation conference. They are talk. Things are not getting well because of the attitude of what? Exploiting another people. So it is just too dangerous for we the youth today to still have the mindset. Even to our young girls that some of them are living over there. If you don't want the man, don't play with the man. Let the man go. The one you love, you stay with the man. You like it, you can eat that money because you know you want the person. Somebody you don't want, stop exploiting the person. Reaction of people are different. People are born differently. Not everybody you see today that you think you can do things so you go away with it. Because what? You don't know where they come from. You don't know their connection with God. You don't know them. So let us still caution man as a youth. Say, do unto others as you would do to yourself. If you think that you are exploiting somebody and you think that exploiting you is wrong, stop exploiting that person. You got to stop it. If you think somebody come lying to you every day, everything will be fine, and the person just fooling you, and at the end, the person is not who she is or who he is, and the person make you to cry, you know the action you will take on the person. So if you think that you will take that action on the person, why you think the person can, if you are doing it to somebody, why you think the person can take that action on you too? So these are the sense of reality of getting the core of what. I will call him now. So just imagine if it is in your shoe. So we are sometimes, most of all we the youth today, we are cutting our own life short. We are just playing on our own destiny. We are just feel like we are so, there is no smartness in anything that has to do with criminology. Criminal thing. Anything that is criminal is not being smart. Being smart is in discovery. You see, the great scientists today, we the other scientists, they call the men that create the law of logarithm, and the men that create the antibody. Those scientists that discover all those things, they consider them to be smart people. Because what? They invented something. They bring something to the surface of this earth that is what? Is meaningful and useful today, that bringing what? Cure, that killing what? Diseases and sickness. And giving what? And giving innovation to the world. Like Elon Musk right now, he created what? A spaceship that can run almost 100,000 miles in certain seconds. Very speed. The B-52, the man that is called the B-52, it's the fastest speed jet plane in the world. And those things, they never do it. They never create attitude of what? Taking things away, but they prevent. These are what we call smart. But youth, people, girls, boys today, they want to be acting smart on one another. When it comes to what? Relationship, you don't want the person, get out. Don't take the person money. Don't exploit the person, pretending that you love the person and the person hope in you. The person give you investment. The person building your house. The person doing everything for you. Time come, then you're in love with another person. The reaction, you will not like it. Because when God revenge, it will be bad for you. So we live our life with conscience, and we think betterly for what? For better future. You cannot provoke or activate something that will come after you tomorrow. See that? Most of us today, we are just activating our own bomb to blast out. We are activating our own bomb that will destroy us. You don't create no bombs for yourself. Because your attitude can create bombs for yourself to explode on you. Your behavior, your exploitation behavior can create what? An explosion for yourself. And it can destroy you. So many things are happening behind or in Liberia that today people are wondering. People say, oh, this guy, what kind of, what do you mean? They say what the Bible says, what? The only strongest heart is the heart of the Holy Spirit. But the heart of the flesh is what? Uncontrollable. So you see that? The man that you are dealing with, the person that you are exploiting, the person, you must know that that person is not Jesus Christ. Be smart, be wise. If I'm talking to somebody, the what about it? No one is perfect and no, not one. Because you feel that the person that you're treating bad, maybe he's a second son to Jesus, you are making a mistake. He said what? The flesh will always be flesh. But things of the Holy Spirit will reveal themselves in the forms of the Spirit. So when you are treating your friend, exploiting, destroying, taking advantage over them, you are bringing curse to yourself. You are bringing disasters. You are bringing timely death to yourself. You are bringing a lot of things that you are, double in your life that will cripple your life. If you want money, work for your money. If you want to enjoy, work for your money and enjoy yourself. When God cursed Adam and Eve in the Bible, he said, woman, you will bear pain. After that, he said, what? Man, you shall toil, you will tune the soil, you will toil the soil before you eat. So why not, as a man, why not you work hard instead of going to medicine man to get money, or going to society people to get money, or carry somebody to medicine men to take their property or to destroy them to take what they want to do, or going to, you the woman, you're going to medicine men to what? To change men and how to support you. You're not in love with them, but you're going to juju people so that you got juju there so that they will be supporting you, then they do the mumu to you. Don't do those things. Because the feedback is dangerous. To everyone, to every pressure, there is what? There's an explosion. If you put pressure in the balloon too much, if you have a balloon here, if you put too much air inside, the balloon just expanding. You just putting air inside. These are the behavior of some of us today. You will be harming somebody, harming the person popping up. You will blow the person until the person explodes on you and you get destroyed. When you feel it, you know that you are exploiting the person. You are putting pressure on the person. Sometimes let God speak to you. The thing you do, say to yourself, the thing you are doing is not good. If I'm not in love with a boy, let me lead the boy. Or if I'm not in love with a man, let me lead the man. But some of you will do it. At the point of certain level, it will cause disasters. Then the world begin to wonder, say, well, what is going on? Similar story in Liberia. I'm sorry for our sister death in Liberia, the woman that traveled from Hero, and she went after her party. And in Liberia, she was found in the garbage. They cut her into pieces and they put her there. The story today is, these are some of the similar stories. The story was told that the woman was in love with a young man in Liberia, and she told the man that I will marry you, just continue to do our development, build our house, even though I'm old, but when I come, we will be together and we will love, we will have fun. And the young man was just there, helping the woman out, doing everything. When the woman arrived in Liberia, the woman said, I'm too old now, I don't want man. You never want a man. You just let the ball go. Instead of wasting the man time for 5, 6, 7 years, I don't know how many years the woman take. And the story ends that after the woman party, after his opening of the house, he had that party that night. He said the next day, policemen, they saw the body in the trash. Somebody cut her into pieces. I don't know whether that's the man, but these are the stories. These are sad. Because what? You don't provoke things onto yourself. These are the lessons when we come, we teach people. Because we feel that those girls in Liberia, they are just, they just feel that we are just living in the world of what? What we call what? Let's say dominant, dominant or superior, Yeah, they feel that they are just superiors. They are the higher, they are the smartest, they are superior, they are, they are the best. They can do anything, or they are the most smartest or the most beautiful women. They can get anything they want to get, and they can walk away with it. You don't do that. This thing we've been talking about ever since from Princess Copper time. Princess Copper died again last year. We were one of people talk. We wanted to protest in all these things. The story of Princess Copper death again came from the same boyfriend and girlfriend playing on one another, fooling one another. That you ain't good with anything. You playing games. You don't gamble with your life. Life is a treasury that you need to watch it. You need to take care of it. You need to look at it as what? As a bridge of life. Your life is so important. You don't allow, your wasteful attitude to take away your life, to make your parents to cry, to make your family to feel like, you're not supposed to die that way. See? Yes. Some people deaf today, their parents cry like, I don't think that my son will die this way. I don't think that my daughter should die this way. Yes, you don't think. But there was no advice to your daughter or to your son to say, stop what you are doing. Stop digging. Stop. Everybody just look at things when it happens. That's the time they can copy it. They say prevention is better than cure. It's better you revenge things by talking about it. Then when it happens, and you say you want to what? Correct it, or you want to talk. The time is too late. They say marital delay is dangerous. So long you delay on something, the time you have the life to advise, you don't advise. But the time the life is cut off, you say you want to what? Why you want to do it? So we are living in a world where people are taking advantage over people. People feel that they are smart over people. There is no one smart. I want to tell you today, anything that you are doing to that ball that you think that is wrong, get out of him. Something you too that you are doing to that people's daughter, you know that people's daughter, you don't love her, but I guess sending you money, you doing everything, you fooling her. Don't do it. If you don't love the girl, get out of the girl life. Start exploiting the girl. Start taking the girl money. You, the girl, that over there, you feel that you don't love the man. Stop taking the man resources. Everything that you are, that you do, it has a consequence. I want to tell you this story. Let us take this as an example. When Sophia and Ananias, they were in the church, and God did not even ask them, but they make a promise to God that said, God, when we make our farm, we will bring the first fruit to the house of God to give you thanks. See it? We will bring the first fruit to the house of God to give you thanks. We will bring you the fast thing when I bitter ball, when I okra, when I yam, Lord, before we touch it, or when we sell it, we will get you so person. So when Ananias and Sophia went, they got the farm, everything, they went to sow. I think they should have carried 10%. Maybe Ananias carried only 5%. So when he reached to the priest to give the offering, the priest told Ananias, say, are you sure? Is this what everything that God bless you with, that you sow? that you sow and reap and come with the money. You think that everything that you promise God is what you are giving? And I said, yes, this is what I'm giving. He said, our God is not a God to play with. You sure that's it? He said, yes. The Bible said when Ananias laid this thing down, he dropped straight, he died in the temple. The priest went and take a body and carry it in the room over there. Then Ananias came, Sophia came, a wife came. The wife came and said, I want to ask you. Your husband just brought an offering here that your pledge to God to give to God. But I want to ask you, tell me, everything that your soul is what you bring? The woman said, yeah. He said, tell me the truth. Because if you not tell me the truth, what happened to your husband, what happened to you? The woman said that, hey. Say you sure? He said, yeah. Both the woman died. Two of them, the Bible said what? Both of them died. So just look at that similar story. Nobody pinched them. Nobody do nothing to them. It's just their own willing heart. But because what? They promised certain things that they were going to do. They don't do it. And life was taken away. So just think about yourself. That if you think that you can exploit somebody randomly, you think God don't have punishment for you? So far, I don't know. Nobody tells them that their own crop they plant, that their own thing they do. But God punish them just for what? For exploiting him by just agreeing that they would do it and they never did it. He punished them and they were killed. Then just take it to the other side of the life where something that you don't deserve, something that is not for you, something that does not belong to you, but you take it advantage over somebody on the sweat, on the labor. You think you can exploit the person. Then God that strike Ananias and Sophia with their own promise. You think he cannot strike you? You cannot face the punishment for it. You will definitely pay. So, my brothers and sisters, I want us to live a life of what? Observation. Observe things that are happening in your community. Live the life of observation. Live the life of what? Prosperity. Live the life of reality. Live the life of truth, faithfulness, gentleness. Live the life of transparency. Being transparent, being unique, being caution-minded in your life. Because not having the mind of conscience, it destroyed. It brings stories of pains and sufferings to our life, to our generation. Things you don't supposed to put your hand in because you feel that your friend get it and you don't know how you get it. You don't ask questions. You go there too. Go get your own. Mysterious death, sorrow, years are cutting short. You build your own house with no anything behind you. Live inside. You call for death. Oh, my children, yeah, I beg you, I want to die now. But you don't want to die like that. You want to be dying, then you crying. Don't carry me, yo. Then I'm my own time, yo. You pleading to the devil for the devil to not take your life. Is that what God meant for you? Is that what God wants to see in your life? God said what? I will give you a long life. You will see your children. But today, our behavior, our attitude to one another, our treating one another, our thinking that we are smart, that we are so smart, it just end our life what? In what? In dust. We can just vanish. Many of us today, we are just vanishing for no reason. Why will you be a young girl, seeing yourself dying young because what? You exploiting some person that you know how to exploit. Why would you be a young man seeing yourself vanishing? Just you put dust in your hand, you blow it. You just blow away in one day, in a second. I want to tell you a story. It's a sad story from my own African country and from my own time. 2003, 2002, we had some smart Liberian guys. Some of my brothers then they came from my own town in Liberia, but they call the town Babli district. And some of those guys then too, there were some other people from Morovia, some of them from Banga area. Those students, they were Liberian refugee students on the camp. And all the children they graduated we were honor. That's so clever Liberian boys and smart children there. But during their graduation, there was couples of those boys. They went on in the village. They call it the village. The Ghana people camp. They went there. They took the people goat. That goat, they killed it that night. They have it as a prom night. They go kill that goat. Ghana male goat. Young graduate students, smart. Some of them, they already got scholarship to go to the University of Accra. Smart guy, handsome. People, children there that you see feature in their life. When you see them, you can see the feature. You can see the life. The shining star in their life. Those children today, those stories are there. I have some of my best friends that are even close relative to them. Those children, they disappear on that camp just because some of their friends went on to the village and took a goat that night, their prom night. They eat that goat. And the Ghana man that owns that goat tell people, say, everybody that eat that goat, they will die. And they asked them to deny it. After the graduation that night, the prom night, before from 10 to 12, those young children, they start dying. Graduate, almost 12 young graduate Liberian students, young guys, smarter than any other thing. Today, those children, they start dying one by one. People crying, the frustration, nobody know what to do. The whole camp all sat down. See, they are definitely crying. And everybody that ate that goat, they all died. People dying, get a buckle. That story was a story of that confused minds of human beings. That story was a story there where today nobody can. Who you will go blame? Are you going to go to the government and say, why you do it? Why the children, they just finished high school, they got back, why you killed? Nobody, the story just ended at that. Those children there today, some of their wife came to the United States. I know one of my best friends today, a wife, they get in Rhode Island, over there with my sister then, in Rhode Island. The lady get cry for handsome husband, but the man never make it. These are the life that we are talking about. If you are not smart as a youth, if you are not smart, some of them, when I my man, they go your kid, we don't know well, I will not eat it. But nobody asked, nobody was smart. All of them, they feel that they were young that time, they tell when they start eating the cold soup. All of them, 12 smart, graduate with distinctions. We were standard on the road, accident. Those children, they start dying one by one before the end, before 6 o'clock. The whole camp, people start crying. Whoa, 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 whoa. The whole camp was confused. That was the end of those young guys' life. So sometimes if those stories come to our minds, it pains us. And today we see those same things are still, it's like, there's still what we call, doing things that continue this. No monotonous attitude is still living with us. Doing things monotonously. Something that harming the life of youth. We all inside, we tell you, deviate from this. Stop being smart. as a woman. Start being smart as a youth. Be smart with your education. Be smart with your discovery. Be smart with your elevation. Be smart with what you learn. But not being smart on your friend, human being, for exploiting them, for what? For destroying them, for using them as a source of income. Do not do it. There's a consequence. There's a punishment. We said from our previous stage, we said, do not believe that everything that you do, you will face the price on this earth. Judgment will be what? It will be taken before even God comes. The only people that will not be judged, the people that will stay alive to see where the trumpet will sound and God will, melt or, destroy everything so that can be so that there should be what? Renewal of, so they can change in that form before heaven appear or heaven take action. That's the only way. But so long you are living on the earth here, anything that you do to somebody, to a woman, exploiting, doing anything, using their soul for money, for ritual, you will pay the consequence, the punishment. You will face it before you even enter your grave. You will definitely face it. And I'm telling you guys, one day, I've been living my life and I've been dreaming, people are just following me, haunting my life. And one day I wrote on my Facebook page, if you guys can go on my Facebook, go there, go scroll down. I wrote a sentence. I said, stop fighting the person that you do not know his or her destiny. Because when you continue, you will be destroyed. I wrote that sentence. I remember at that time I was going through a lot of spiritual attack, and those people that were attacking me, they are close to me, very, very close to me. Sometimes I pray, I say, God reveal those people. God can open my eye. I can see them like when say when I pray, I say, God, open my eye. Let me see my enemy. God open my eye today. I can see them. So when I've been seeing it, I went one day, I was so brave. I said, let me put this thing on, let me post it. Since I posted it, it touched their soul. They knew that they are fighting a battle that they can't end. Because when they continue, they will die. I wrote it on my page. I said, stop fighting somebody destiny that you don't know. You don't know whether my destiny is connected with God. You don't know whether God is the one that put, and you still following me. You are trying everything. You cancel, it can't work. I go there, say you pass, it can't work. But you still doing it. At time when I just wrote the setting on the Facebook, since that time, that person disappeared from my life. It's because what? That was a strong warning. Because I know that God heard that warning. I know that God was ready to take action. So when the person saw it on my post, the person was draw away from me. Since that time, the person, I can't see the person again. Because the person know the sentence I wrote was strong. And she or he know that it's a terrible sentence. So today, I came to tell you that as a youth, as a young individual, remember, anything that you do, you will face the punishment. The judgment you will be judged before your death. So start acting smart. Stop exploiting. Stop destroying. Stop taking yourself to places where you don't have to go because you want to take something from somebody that you don't work for. You, your women, you start going to do men for men, so you can take, and take, their money away and make them like a mumu. You stop it. You will face the punishment. You, the man, too, you over there, you don't love the people's daughter. You go, doing medicine so that you can take the person's daughter, use them and dump it. Stop it. You will face the punishment for it. And this is the truth and the reality. I have nothing else to tell you guys. I'm not a politician. When I come here, I speak on things that have seen evidence. See that? That's why Jesus Christ said, Jesus Christ, I'm Jesus. I will speak of the things that I have evidence of, but not the things that I do not have what? Evidence on. Yeah. So, some of those things that we speak about, they are evident to it. They are taking place. And we don't want for those things to continue destroying you and me. I'm telling you. If you can read my lip tonight, thousands of stories of our young death is because people feel that they are smart. They are so genuine. They are so genius. Be a genius, be the Elon Musk. If you want to be a genius, be like Bill Gates that invented computer. If you want to be a genius, be the first man that invented the first airplane. Don't be a genius to your friend, labor. Don't be a genius in exploiting your friend in relationship, in love. You are creating calamities on yourself. And no punishment is waiting for you. Don't think that before you die, before you come, some of your eye will be open, and some of y'all will turn cripple. Y'all will turn to old lady and be in the house and say, shit. That I don't get it there. I turn to some kind of old lady, get a vampire old lady that's sitting there in the house, fly all over me. Because what? You've been doing it to a lot of people. But there are other people, you don't do it to them and go free. We need to be careful. Our lives is counted. God told Abraham, he said, Abraham, because of your what? Your faithfulness, I will bless your generation and your generation to come. God did not curse Abraham's generation. But if you want for your generation to be cursed, stop harming. If you do not want for your generation to be cursed, stop hurting and harming one another. Because the same God that said, Esau I hate, Jacob I love, he's the same God that exists today. Same God of yesterday, today, he's the same God forever. He said, I never change. He said, my will, my action has never yet changed. I am the same God today, tomorrow, and forever. You don't play on somebody's mind that you think that you don't love. Do not exploit people that you think you are not interested in them. Do not be smart to do criminal things. Do not be smart to destroy or to take away young man life for your ritual. You are not smart. You're being a fool. You see it? When you look at the story of what? Elijah and the rich man. The rich man thought he was smart on earth. He did what he could do. When Elijah was the poor man on earth, he don't care. The man don't care about suffering people. He feel that he was a God on earth. But when the Bible says when the death comes, he saw himself in the hell. When Elijah died, Elijah was in Abraham's bosom. And he was telling Abraham, please, he was telling Elijah, dip a water on your finger. I'm too thirsty to pay where I am. Then Elijah told him, say, look, there is a blockade between me and you. There's nothing between me and you. The heaven that between me and you. Then nothing can come from here to me to reach you now. He said, but you can do me a help? He said, why? He said, go back to the children. Go back to my children and tell them they should treat people good. They should learn how to be patriotic. They should learn how to be forgiving. They should learn how to be what? good neighbor with one another. But I don't want them to come to where I am. And Elijah said, there are other people that are still back there that are still talking, that are talking about goodness, love your neighbor as yourself. There are people that are still there talking. If your children did not listen to them, they will come where you are. So today, some of you that are here today, if you think that my God full, or I've eaten a lot today, then I come to tell you what I'm telling you. Then let it be. But I know that those of you that want to live and enjoy your life in peace, when you're ready to die, so that you can die with peace, so you can call your grandchildren and say, look, I'm ready to go, and bless them and be happy when you are going. You need to live a genuine life. Don't be smart. Nobody is smart. So, I would say God bless you all. I hope this motivation motivates you to treat your friend good. Start exploiting one another. Do not use your friend to feel that you are smart. If you don't love the person, leave the person life. Don't be exploiting the person's labor and you feel like you're blaspheming the person. The Bible says the people that are so blaspheming, they will never see the face of heaven. And when the Bible says, if you're somebody I can blaspheme people, you cannot pass the judgment. Judgment will come over you. God bless you. Thank you. And have a wonderful night. I will see you again on another page. Let God bless Mama Liberia, and let God bless the United States of America. Thank you all. Bye.